All right, what is up, UJ fans? It's your boy Clicky coming at you with some UJ Valorant action tonight. We're taking on Penn College, and it should be a banger of a match, as always, of course. UJ's involved, of course it's going to be a good match. But I do know that the lineup, so we're going to be starting with Icebox going to Pearl, and then a third map is still up in the air, so I have a little bit more intel than usual, and it's exciting. Unfortunately, don't have a co-caster, but it's hard to top what I can do by myself. It's truly a work of art. But speaking of works of art, our social media is pretty snazzy as well, and don't forget to follow us on there. Twitter and Instagram. Keep up with all of that UJ Esports action. You can subscribe right below if you so wish. Costs $5 a month. It auto re-ups. You get a snazzy little name right, or a snazzy little badge right next to your name in chat. And obviously, you help support the team. You can also donate the same way as subscribing. It's just a one-time donation. It's not a re-up the same way subscribing is, but all the money goes to us versus like 50-ish% from subscribing goes to us. So we get a bit more, but you don't really get the recognition from it. So it depends how much you appreciate the swag of it. Otherwise, you can donate to Extra Life. That's going to be right next to our donate button right below, and that's a fund for sick kids. So it's a very worthy cause there as well. And I'm gonna ask if I can neutral spec. If I can, that'd be pretty cool. But if not, that's fine too. We're used to the team spec instead of neutral spec, but if we get the neutral spec, that'll be a nice little upgrade from usual. And last night we did have neutral spec in Overwatch, which is so much more enjoyable to cast. So let's hope that let's hope that we get neutral spec here as well. Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's only Tuesday. Nope, today's Wednesday. Hard to believe it's only Wednesday. Been a week, folks. Oh man. So what? Rocket League was on Monday. Went down 1-3. A little unfortunate, but it was still a pretty solid match against Boise. Yesterday, Overwatch hit the 3-0 sweep against Drexel. That was pretty fun to watch. Pretty fun to cast. And tonight we've got Valorant against Penn College. Tomorrow we also have Smash against Penn College and COD against a college. What is the college name? No, excuse me. Smash is against LSU at 4, and then Overwatch is against Penn College at 6. There's also Smash at 6, but we're probably just going to be recording that and uploading that one sometime after. And then Friday, our online tournament starts. So at 3 p.m. on Friday, Overwatch is going to have their first match. Rocket League is going to start at 6. And then Saturday, we've got League at noon, Smash at noon, and Valorant at 4. So it should be a fun little action-packed few days. In a similar way that the 24-hour streams have a lot of content. This is just going to be a little bit more structured than the 24-hour stream seems to always end up. OG Chill OMX. Are they okay with neutral spec? Please be okay with neutral spec. Oh man, there's no way. Who is Whopper Whopper? I hope no one on UJ's team changed their name to Whopper Whopper. Oh man. Whopper Whopper. There is no way, dude. Ugh. For those of you that haven't seen the Burger King commercial that goes like Whopper, 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 Whopper. Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen that commercial, don't. Just don't look it up. It'll get stuck in your head for like days. Not. It's just an earworm that won't go away. Uh, Honestly though, banger advertising. I commend them. I guess they're still debating on whether I can have neutral spec or not. Awesome. I think we get neutral spec. Let's go. I guess just some members from Penn College still gearing up. Probably still in like a death match or something, just warming up yet. Can't blame them too much. So how was your day, chat? Was it a long day? Did it go well? Was it kind of rough? I hope that if anything went wrong, it's all being fixed by simply experiencing UJ Valorant in a minute at least. All right, one member of Penn College left to join. And the fifth member. There we go. We might be waiting for a caster yet, unless one of those two is the caster. They did ask if they would be able to stream from OBS. I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm not super clear on the rules. I mean, he might be playing, so I don't really want to say he can cast from OBS when you can't cast from OBS if you're playing. So I guess we are still waiting on one more member of Penn College yet. Whopper, bro. Oh, God. I guess still no ETA for the fifth member of Penn College. What was that? Maybe that was Toji going into the firing range. Oh my. There we are. Should be good to go. Finally. I I would wager that these are the best servers. I think that's a pretty close ping. And off we go. Into Icebox, first map of the series. Cowboy and Sloth locking in pretty quick. Expecting to see Toji on the jet as per usual. Whopper, who I assume to be Joe, on on the Sova, and Pot of Greed on the KJ. No Sage for UJ, but I think that's a pretty standard setup for UJ, or lineup rather. So we'll see if Penn College elects to bring the Sage, or if they're just gonna effectively mirror UJ here. So the thing, like, the argument between bringing a Sage and bringing a KJ is like, Sage is stronger than KJ. Oh, bringing a KJ instead of a Viper? That's interesting. Or never mind. What am I missing? What? Oh, instead of a jet. Oh, they're not bringing a jet. Interesting. I guess that's not the worst idea in the world. Like, if there's no one on the team that really feels comfortable bringing in the jet and like is confident in their frags, I think just having greater utility in bringing the Sage and KJ is probably a bit more valuable. Oh, but so like I was saying, the argument between Sage and KJ is like, so Sage presents more like aggressive value with her wall, because like you can sprint in, clear sight fast, and plant, right, because of her wall. But KJ enables you to have much more passive holds, and there's a lot of intel, there's a lot of like delay because of like her mollies and stuff like that, and she just has the info bot too. I don't remember exactly what that's called. But there's obviously solid arguments for both.
Revealing area.
Wall going up, like I said, and down comes the spike. Toji in. Toji finding one. Whopper cleaning up the second. Toji finding a second on the round. Cowboy finding one of his own. And it's just the Viper left for Penn College. A flawless pistol round for UJ. I don't know that start could have went a whole lot better, if I'm being entirely honest with you. A bit of an awkward wall. I think it just came down closer to the T spawn than they would have liked. But, you know, slip-ups happen. Maybe it wasn't a slip-up. I could just be reading the situation wrong even. And maybe it was just unfortunate that UJ was able to rotate to where they were. But regardless, I think UJ's pretty happy about the outcome of that. Toji seeing a few. Isn't going to tag anyone up. Is going to find the shot onto OMX. You guys see what I mean about how, like, neutral obs is just so much more enjoyable. Hits the tag onto what's his name? OG Chill. Toji is gonna fall though. Potagreed finds the molly kill. I think that connected, so good shock dart there. Great shot from Potagreed onto Hellspirit. Finds the head of a second. And it's just Sofa the Sova. That's That's nice. I like that. That's good. Sofa the Sova. I commend you. Like, he doesn't really have a whole lot to save. So he has to find a way to get to the spike
30 seconds left.
without getting gunned down by everyone with superior guns. Is going to find the kill onto Potagreed. That's really surprising. Solid shots there, especially from that range with a classic.
Gun here.
Are going to
10
see him.
seconds left.
At that point, just swinging to try and take some guns out of the hands of UJ members isn't going to find anything. And so far, only 2 deaths on the board for the entirety of UJ 2 rounds in. UJ not playing flawlessly by any means, but I think they're playing pretty well. And you love to see that as an orange and black fan.
Turret out.
Toji getting real aggressive here. Is detected, but they don't know exactly where he is, and he's going to hear a lot of running right next to him. It looks like Cowboy's going to be on the rotate as well. A pretty easy plant coming down for Penn.
Spike planted.
Not going to find the kill, but isn't going to fall himself. Finds one with the Owl Drone. Sees everyone. The defuse coming through. Good spray from Sloth.
One enemy remaining.
And they know roughly where the last member is.
Last player standing.
Has to hit the defuse, has to hit it soon. And I think that's too slow. The first round on the board. Ooh, and he gets out. Wow. So Sofa getting out with, I'm assuming, a free gun and his life. And a round win. Well played there. So both teams, I guess Penn State doesn't have, or Penn College, excuse me, doesn't have a full buy, or a whole lot of a buy, to be entirely honest. Sofa might have to do some work here. Toji lurking mid again. Is going to find one shot on the OMX. And that's a lot of value shut down with the Viper dead.
Here.
Neutral spec makes specking so much easier. I don't have to have any game sense. Oh, I love that skin, too. That's so pretty. The wall coming down. I don't think that quite went where he wanted it to. Spike is going to get shut down. OG Chill is going to fall. UJ up by 2. Sofa's going to find the head of Sloth. Tyrant is going to swing out, find Toji. Whopper's going to whip around and find Tyrants. Going to bait out the ult.
Enemy remaining.
And shut. Oh, never mind. Wrong person dead. And Sofa just not quite there, not able to shut down the defuse in time, and he's going to fall. Good shots from Cowboy. So a nice little recovery around there for UJ.
Placing sentry.
Right here.
Whopper shooting the recon dart. Toji's there with his knives, but isn't going to find anyone. Meanwhile, the members over here on A are finding a lot of pressure being put on them.
Found them.
KJ ult is ripped.
Grenade out.
Isn't going to detain anyone from UJ, or at least it shouldn't.
Spike planted.
But the spike is going to fall pretty free. Sloth is going to find the molly kill onto OG Chill. Toji's going to find 2 knife kills. Oh, he didn't see the gun barrel.
One enemy remaining.
That's a 3rd headshot. The 4th gets stolen from him, but 3, good enough on the round. And the ult point given to Potagreed as well. UJ's money economy, pretty good. UJ's ult economy, pretty good. I would like to say that UJ is in a solid spot right now, but that's probably jinxing it. Maybe they lose the round now. Who knows? I swear, whenever I say anything positive about either team, that team just, like, fumbles the bag the next round. I don't know what it is. Let's hope they can break that curse.
Screw it up.
I just want to see, like, a Toji ace or a Cowboy ace or something. We're seeing the commit on to A again.
Turrets destroyed.
Agreed. Hearing the owl drone. Isn't going to get tagged by it. They know he's there, though.
Found them. Killed my boss.
And the commit finally being made for Pen.
Toxin screen down.
The molly coming down on a default. Ooh, but it doesn't look like it connected on a default.
Spike planted.
Sloth's going to find the shots onto the Sage, though. The 5v2.
Remaining.
5v1. Ooh, 3v1. Sofa with some. Sofa! Sheesh. Oh, my. Had me worried for a second. Honestly, kind of wish I would have been specking him, because holy, those had to have been some shots. Why is your fragger playing Sova? Put that man on, like, Jet or Reyna or someone. Let him loose. I mean, clearly he can perform on basically any character he wants to. Life coming out from Cowboy. Doesn't look like it's going to find any. Oh, it is going to hit the Sage. That's surprising. That radius is just so large. It's so gross. Sofa's going to get tagged up a little bit in mid. Shock dart coming through. Doesn't look like it's going to catch anyone. Is going to see 2 in tunnel, I want to say is that call? Tube. Tube is the call. Cowboy's going to find the first on the round. Sees the gun barrel. Hits him in the leg. Unfortunate.
Scanning ahead.
Did he see the gun barrel? I don't think he did. Almost a double for OMX, but Cowboy was there with the trade. Cowboy's going to get suppressed himself.
One enemy remaining.
Sofa's going to
30
fall
seconds left.
and know where Tyrant is. Tyrant does not have the spike. He has 20 seconds to get the spike and plant it, or have both members of UJ, like, throw themselves at him, I guess is kind of what would have to happen. Gonna hit the suppress onto Tyrant, and at this point, he's kind of just playing his life.
My priority is their suffering.
Jumps into the molly, damages his armor, and then rebuys armor. I mean, it's not like he's in a bad financial spot or anything. I just think it's funny. The Cowboy really putting in work right now. Only 1 death out of 7 rounds and 11 kills to his name.
Scanning ahead.
Cowboy's doing things and stuff right now. Is gonna ping a lot of people. Whopper is gonna get recon bolted. Not that it matters a whole lot.
Take flight.
His own owl drone is gonna come out. Isn't gonna connect anything with the little recon dart on it. Toji is gonna find the head of Tyrant. Bit of an awkward spray. And a real aggressive swing from Sofa. Looks like the plant is going to be coming down.
Spike planted. Placing alarm bot.
The KJ ult is coming out. And it's a lot of free space.
Area's clear.
I wonder if you can shoot it out of the air.
One enemy remaining.
Finds the head of OMX. Only Sofa left. But if there's anyone Penn wants left, it's their top frag right now.
Imagine
And I think it's already too late.
so funny.
Yep, and good swing from Sofa. It's going to be his 4th on the round. And Sofa with 2 clutches to his name, only 8 rounds in. I mean, I may be a UJ fan, but man, is he performing. And I mean, Toji doing very well, too. Cowboy and Toji performing very, very well right now. And that's really what UJ needs.
Revealing area.
Recon Dart isn't going to find anything on UJ's end, but one is going to get scanned on the end of Penn College. Tyrant is going to find Toji, though. And here, Penn College is going to be rotating over to A.
Welcome to my world.
The ult being ripped over on A. Oh, and he finds the shot. A great Hunter's Fury there.
Spike planted.
Ooh, the Shock Dart's not going to find Hell Spirit.
Scanning ahead.
Tyrant's going to find, I believe, his 2nd on the round. Molly coming out.
Charges.
Placing sentry.
Ooh, and it's just a real rough situation for everyone involved on UJ's side. Tyrant is going to get his head taken off, though, by Pot of Greed. That's a lot of members surviving for both teams. But that was, what? There was 1 ult committed, I believe, by... Yeah, only the 1 ult committed by Penn, and the 1 ult committed by UJ. Oh, 2, maybe? Because Toji has 0 points. He must have popped knives last round.
Turn out. Keep
But so UJ in a little bit of a rougher spot. We see an almost full buy Whopper. Whopper is going to be on that Spectre instead of a Vandal or Phantom. So not exactly what we want to see. Playing that corner real well. There's a lot of footsteps. Sees him. Gets outshot, though. Whopper with the lineups.
Not ready yet.
Unfortunately, no one from Penn was there.
Spike planted.
And the spike is going to get planted over at B. It's a lot of noise being made by Penn. And honestly, I respect the fake. They do say pros never fake, but that's not exactly what what they mean in this context. Tyrant is going to find Toji again.
Bomb grenade out.
Whopper is going to fall.
Turn down.
Hell Spirit's going to fall. Sofa. And only
Imagine if
OMX
this
is
was
left.
right now.
Oh, he didn't get it to half, though.
One enemy remaining.
And real solid Viper play from OMX. He's going to claim the 4th for Penn College. It seems like UJ really seems to favor retakes over like strict holds, and Penn College's post-plant holds are really good. Like, they understand exactly how they need to be spacing their util, where to use it. And they're mounting a bit of a comeback, as much as I hate to say it. Toji's going to find one. Pot of Greed is going to find one of his own.
Down A.
And they see Spike.
You will not kill my ally. Be fast.
That's one. That's two.
Blocking sight.
And that's a free ult grab for Toji.
Poison orb emitting.
Don't think that quite went where he wanted it to. Is going to hit the tag. Is going to hit the follow-up shot.
Down, attacker spawn.
And only Hell Spirit left. Gets tagged once. Can't find the follow-up shot. But tagged up in a 2v1 isn't exactly the spot you want to be. And UJ's going to claim their 7th. So able to stem the bleeding a bit, obviously. Going into the last round of the half, Econ matters a little bit less. A little surprised that Toji doesn't have an op this round. Just because, like, Pot of Greed has a lot of money, you know?
Quick peeks now.
That's definitely a little surprising. But, I mean, they probably know something I don't. And Penn College is kind of in a rough spot for the last round of the half. They kind of have to commit real hard because they only have a half-ish bye.
You are powerless.
You should run.
A lot of ults getting ripped from Penn College. Penn is getting the plant down. So far, it's been a real fast round.
Here.
If I were a betting man, as much as I hate to say it, I think Penn College probably comes out on this one. Ooh, some rough missed shots there. Sofa finding 2, evening out... Sloth, excuse me, evening out the score.
One enemy remaining. My ultimate is ready.
Is going to get tagged. Needs to hit the defuse now.
Last player standing. Clutch.
And Sofa finding 4 on the round. Keeping it pretty even in terms of round score. Isn't
Sides.
going to fall to Spike? He really knows the radius that well, huh? Props to him. So UJ now on attack. Last year, I know they were a relatively defense-sided team, but with the switch up of honestly a lot of the players, it seems that UJ has gotten a lot more aggressive in their play styles, and well, they've been more of an attacking side team this year. So we'll see if that's gonna continue or if Penn College is better at their holds than they are at their post-plan holds. The knife coming out, getting a lot of info. Sofa is going to find Toji.
Planted.
Plant is going to come down, though. Cowboy's going to find one. Whopper's going to find one. Cowboy is going to fall. Still a 3v3.
Toxins going up.
And I would like to see Whopper back up a little bit. Just because he's in such a vulnerable spot right now.
Toxin screen down.
Is going to get swung. Isn't going to get dead, though. Sloth finding the right click. Whopper is eventually going to fall.
Everything I wanted.
And you shoot enough right clicks, eventually some of the bullets hit. I hate the right click of the Classic. So for those of you that don't know, it basically fires 3 regular bullets from the Classic that, to my knowledge, all do the regular amount of damage. But it's really random, like turbo random. So it's really unreliable sometimes, and it can feel really bad sometimes. But in that specific instance, Sloth finding the right clicks he needs, you're just gonna find their second pistol round of the map.
Poison toxins going up.
Sloth is gonna get found out in mid.
Toxin screen down.
I'd like to see UJ start spending a little bit more util. Like they're like not bluffing either site at all. So it almost feels like they're just kind of wasting time. OG Chill is also gonna find Toji in the meantime. UJ needs to start mounting something quick. Some shots onto the Sage.
There they are.
Is going to get denied with the Classic.
Down B. 30 seconds left.
And like I said, towards the middle of the round, it feels like UJ just isn't committing fast enough. With that being said, UJ finds 4 kills. And the last is on the flank.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out. Placing alarm bot.
Is going to deny the swing. Going to get dinked. Pot agreed holding the wide angle.
Alarm bot down.
He's going to back. I like it.
Swarm grenade.
Sloth getting tagged up a little bit, hitting some shots onto the KJ. And all he's got to do is play time. Gonna bluff the defuse.
Last player standing.
And it looks like it's a bit late for the defuse. So every member of UJ is gonna fall. Tyrant's gonna have 3 on the round. Woo! Just barely gets out of it alive. UJ did still claim the round.
Scanning ahead.
UJ opting for a strong mid hold into potentially a B push. Maybe not. Maybe it's a fake. Maybe they're committing A. I think you just got to speed it up a little bit or else Penn is going to rotate back into them. I think Penn is starting to get an idea. UJ bluff the B commit. Koji is going to fall to sofa. And like I said before, I think UJ's just playing a little bit too slow. 2 on the round for OG Chill, 1 for Tyrant.
Down A.
And it's just Pot of Greed looking for some frags. Finds one, the headshot too. 4 more left, 30 seconds on the clock. And he's hungry.
30 seconds left.
The round is going to be going in Penn's favor. Great shot from Pot of Greed, though.
10 seconds left.
Can't quite find the head of Sofa, though. Is going to fall. Isn't going to lose too much, only losing the Sheriff. We'll take it. UJ now able to full buy. But Sofa really just putting in work for Penn here.
Revealing area.
Recon Dart coming out. Koji's getting real aggressive like he likes to. Oop.
No charges left. Blocking sight.
Finds the shots on the Hell Spirit. Alarm bot is going to get popped. Molly coming down, though. So is the plant. Koji getting tagged up a lot by that Molly. Playing a real unorthodox position. I like it. I love to see this kind of stuff. Ooh, doesn't find the trigger in time, though. 3 kills coming out for Penn here. Molly's going to come down. And it doesn't look like it found its mark. Penn only losing 1 on the round.
Placing alarm bot.
So UJ now in basically a full eco for Sheriffs. You know, there's some kill potential there, but it's definitely not where UJ wants to be. And the dart, like, getting caught out by a little lip on the boxes. Not finding anything. I think that's going to work pretty heavily in UJ's favor. Also interesting that Toji only has the classic. Why? Maybe saving for an op next round. I guess I don't know the cred values. Whopper's going to find the head of Tyrant, though. Omax is going to find the Molly back onto Whopper. Toji getting gunned down. Cowboy is going to find the shot sort of through the smoke. Basically knew where he was, but it's cooler when it's cooler when the wall is up, you know. Ooh, gorgeous shot on the sofa.
30 seconds left.
Now, despite it being an eco buy for eco round, excuse me, for UJ,
One suppressed.
You should run.
they're in a relatively positive position, especially with the attacker Killjoy coming out. Ooh, I don't think they saw. No, definitely saw the Sage there. Find the shots onto OG Chill. Knows where Hell Spirit is.
One enemy remaining.
Gonna grab the gun. Is he getting out?
Thrifty.
I think he's too far away. Yep, he's too far away.
Big deal.
Pot agreed not able to grab a gun, but UJ grabbed the round. UJ got a lot of creds. UJ able to buy. UJ turning what looked like a pretty bad situation, frankly, into, well, a round win. After that, it looks like Penn State wants to regroup, realize maybe where some things started to falter. Because it always is going to feel kind of bad when you're losing a round where the other team basically isn't buying like how UJ did. And I mean, there were some really clean shots from UJ. I'm not going to discredit Penn College in any way. It's not like they just threw the round by any means. Like, UJ hit some solid sheriff shots. But regardless, like, it's gonna feel pretty bad when one team basically isn't buying and they still win a round and even come out with 2 free guns on top of it. So 5 seconds and we'll be back just like nothing happened. And I guess there's even the point of maybe that 60-second timeout slowed UJ's momentum a little bit, because sometimes you can really get up in your own head in a positive way, not just in a negative way, and like keep rolling rounds. And so maybe they just wanted to shut that down even. Like, there's plenty of reasons why timeouts can be used.
Swarm grenade.
Swarm grenade getting planted. Ooh. I didn't realize Toji was just in. Uh-oh. Should have heard him drop.
My ult's ready.
I'm not sure he heard him drop. And he is going to lose his life because of it. So Toji with a sneaky little first pick. Ooh, walking in mid a little bit aggressively, but it pans out for him. Cowboy finding the shots on Hell Spirit. Finding another onto OG Chill. Give him a 3rd and 4th.
One enemy remaining.
OG's going to find the shots onto OMX. Flash not quite connecting the way he would have liked it to. Is going to hit the tag with the recon dart, though. That's probably going to be the round for UJ. That it is. Ooh, Sloth even finding the shots onto Tyrant. And grabbing the gun skin on top of it. That's a cool gun skin. One thing that Valorant does do very well is their skin game. Like, just everything looks so pretty. The downside is every skin costs like a minimum of $10. There's sets that cost like $120 for like 4 or 5 skins. I just can't bring myself to do it. But they're so pretty. OG dashing in, looking the wrong way. Isn't going to get caught out, though. Going to find some shots onto Tyrant. No kills yet. The plant is going to get slammed down. Defender Killjoy taking a lot of space. Bit of a preemptive pop from Whopper there. I would have liked to have seen it used for, like, diffuse denial. And they're... Okay, they're not sticking it. I got a little worried for a second. Did get half, though. Ooh, just in the nick of time. Is going to find OMX, I believe it was. Everyone falling on the side of Penn. Only Toji falling at the start of that round. UJ on map point. Danny boy with the prime sub. Sheesh. You're nuts. You're insane. Thank you so much for the support. We very much appreciate it. You are a wonderful person.
Scanning ahead. Deploying drone.
Whopper popping the owl drone. That flash lasts forever. That is a disgusting flash. OG taking a lot of room. Not going to get caught out by OMX, though. Gets tagged up pretty heavily, but not going to fall. Is going to fall, though, with the unfortunate smoke timing. Still a 4v4. UJ rotating. Going to find Tyrant in mid, though. And A is going to be entirely open. Cowboy's there. Finds one. I don't know. Definitely saw him there. But I don't know that the original knife caught him. Still just trying to hunt down Cowboy. Not able to find the shots. UJ still has the Viper's pit down. Has plant down. Has map point. Well, yeah, it's pretty UJ favored, if I do say so myself. Sage up there on catwalk. Dropping down. Getting gunned down. Just Sofa left. Getting tagged up pretty heavily by that Molly. Potagree's going to find the shots onto Sofa. Going to be map 1 in favor of UJ. UJ playing pretty well right now. I gotta say it. Sofa kind of playing out of his mind. But Toji, Cowboy, Sloth, Potagreed, Whopper, all putting up respectable stat lines. Potagreed 19-9. Why is he so low on the scoreboard with 19-9? Huh. Potagreed apparently popping off without me realizing. Yeah, I mean, he always kind of pops off. He's a little cutie, too. But Whopper, going, like, marginally negative. But, you know, he's the Sentinel. And he's not really going to be taking those 1v1 fights anyways. So if there's anyone that I want going negative, it's probably someone like Pot of Greed or Whopper. And it's still like almost even. He was still playing well. No shade being thrown. It looks like Penn College might be swapping someone out. Also, their observer is gone. Strange. Oh, is Pot of Greed swapping out? We'll have to see just what both teams are going to elect to do. But I know we're going to be going into Pearl for second map, unless plans changed. But I'm pretty sure we're going into Pearl. I don't know if we've seen. I don't know if we've seen Pearl at all this competitive season. So that should be fun. A fun little switch up from the monotony of always having Icebox. Um, Not that I dislike Icebox any. Maybe we're relobbying? Tell you what, I'll go check. You folks don't go anywhere. All right, so I guess there were just some technical issues going on. We're restarting computers and such. And also, Joe is going to be subbed in for Whopper Whopper. And is for some reason on the defender's side. Also, Whopper Whopper is Stevens, or Stevens changed his name to Whopper Whopper, and it wasn't Joe. So I found that out. I thought that was funny. I'm gonna send some friend requests because I feel like not everyone here is on the friends list. I think we've got everyone. Ah, oh yeah, I already sent that one. There we go. All right, yep. So we're gonna be going into Pearl. UJ is gonna be attacking first, and Joe is gonna be swapped in for Pot of Greed. As much as I hate to see it, man, do I love Pot of Greed. What a good guy. What a good player. Good guy. Absolute banger human being. Not to say that Joe isn't. Joe is pretty equally likable and nice. Don't get me wrong. I think the vast majority of UJ's team, or like basically everyone really, is just really cool and nice. And I think we've got a really good team environment. I think that's really cool that I can say that. Don't don't pick Yoru. Watch him pick Yoru and then okay. Yeah, and then afterwards he'll come up to me and be like, "Yeah, did you know that Yoru's actually hard meta on Pearl?" He proved me wrong with Cypher before. So, it wouldn't even surprise me if he said something like that. And like he could even just straight lie to my face. I don't know the meta, but Sloth knows more than I do. I mean, to be fair. Everyone in this lobby knows more than I do. Whopper whipping out the fade. I know, I mean, yeah, I guess Jones 2 Max is also on the fade.
Select your agent.
Sophin now on the Rays. It's a bit more of a Fragger-esque character. Which, just judging by his or her performance last map, I think that is definitely the role that they normally play. I think Sova was kind of just a swap. But, I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they play Sova and then Fraggers. Or maybe Rays is Sofa's only Fragger. Who knows? Also, Cowboy on the Reyna. We haven't seen much Reyna this season. Honestly, so the lineups right now show how heavily map dictates agent picks. Because I don't know that I ever would have picked a lineup of Reyna, Astra, Raze, Cypher, and Fade. Like, it just seems so obscure. But like I've said before, they know a lot more than I do. They're much better at the game than I am. And so, obviously, there has to be some rhyme to the reason. Fade Dog coming out. Not finding anything. Astra Smoke getting popped. Know that at least 2 are there. The Astra's going to find one. Toji's going to find her back.
Spike planted.
Why did Joe heal? How did he heal?
Last
Does
player
Astra
standing.
heal? That's something I just didn't know. Ooh, and I'm sure he's just going to stick the defuse. Yep, Sloth playing a little bit too passively. Going to give up the pistol round.
Remember, wipe the prints from your guns. It's just
I would assume he was playing under the assumption that they were going to get the half defuse and swing. But it was tucked so closely into the corner that Penn was just able to get the full defuse basically for free, especially because of where Sloth was having to hold. And, you know, as Cypher, it's not like you really have a whole lot of diffuse denial. Ooh, I like that cam. That's schmancy. Sees the Fade Dog come out, still sees the Fade. Camera, yeah, camera went down. Oh, it's gonna mess with me now that you just read. Jones is gonna find Toji. Gonna hit the right click, find one dink, but one dink isn't enough. Whopper's gonna find Jones. Joe's gonna find Sofa.
Last player standing.
Ooh.
Spike
Sloth
down
making
mid.
a little bit too much noise. It's going to be the second round on the map for Penn.
Right there. Right there.
Placing sentry.
Sorry. I was responding to messages. Got distracted. It's so strange to me that Astra can unpop her smokes. Yeah, I don't know. Just a random clicky rant. Clicky rant, Valorant. And I'm unintentionally funny. How do I do it?
There.
Cowboy eventually finding one. Isn't gonna fall. Isn't gonna fall.
30 seconds left.
The Fade Dog connecting onto Tyrant. Joe's gonna find him with bullets.
One enemy remaining.
The shot sort of through the smoke. Nice little one-way with Cowboy. Cowboy 3 on the round. A flawless for UJ. Well, that was a quick turn. Not one I'm going to complain about either. No whiplash whatsoever. Penn now in a real uncomfortable, like force buy, most buy, and yeah, they really got to pull this round out if they want to stem the bleeding, really, because they have no money right now. Which, I mean, is good as a UJ fan, but I try to remain largely impartial. Whopper is going to find one in mid. Mid. Yeah, I guess I would call it mid. Toji lurking in mid. See if he gets caught out. Nope. It is Sofa that gets caught out. You're still up by one member.
I know exactly where you are.
Cypher ult getting ripped. Was it denied that he didn't know? Oh, it just has a really long cast time, like longer than I thought. Okay. Now UJ with a good bit of intel.
Bring them down.
Good shots onto OMX. And the plant is going to be coming down largely in the open, which, if you can do it, is definitely the way you want to, just because it prevents the retakes so much.
One enemy remaining.
Good shots onto Jones.
Bring them down.
Prowler not finding anything.
Where are you?
Ooh, he's going to find Sloth.
Charges. We'll catch them.
Fade Eye isn't going to find anything. Looks like it's too late.
Last player standing.
OG Chill is going to fall to the spike as well. But not the way that Penn would have liked to have seen it go. Because now they're going to have, like, what? Yeah, sheriffs and marshals, really. I guess OG Chill can buy a Vandal if he wants, but he can't buy a Vandal full armor.
Right there.
It's pretty hard eco for Penn this round. Meanwhile, UJ, not living bougie by any means, but definitely comfortable right now.
Need that back. Right there. Consume it.
It's so unnerving. Meanwhile, Joe finds the shots onto Chill. Jones is going to fall as well to Cowboy.
Flawless.
Sloth finds OMX. Sloth finds Sofa.
That was good.
I mean, that's about how you would expect that round to go, with the hard eco for Penn. So now they are gonna get to full buy back up, and this one should be pretty even. Joe preemptively removing that smoke, but no harm, no foul. Cowboys up there. Eye going through, not seeing anything. Oh, and so for those of you that don't know, that's actually like a blind. It's like a flashbang. It just looks like an eye. Doesn't actually like see anything exactly. Sloth with another ult. Ooh, Tyrant is gonna find Cowboy, and the trade isn't gonna happen. But the plant coming down. Ooh, will he? Ah, I thought that smoke was further back. Ooh, Sloth finding the cheeky little headshot onto Jones. Just an absolute pixel of his head. Tyrant finding one, but Joe hitting the knife onto Tyrant. A little disrespectful, not gonna lie, but it does give you more money, so it's sort of tactical in a rude way. Oh, I'm so sad I wasn't specking him for that. Joe just doing the same thing he seems to keep doing. The little pop smoke while he passes.
Right there. Obscuring vision.
Sloth and Toji finding one each.
Concealment.
The big concuss coming through, denying the plant for the time being. Cowboy's gonna find Sofa though.
One enemy remaining.
Tyrant's gonna fall. OG chilling a 1v5, makes it a 1v4, but only gonna make it a 1v4 before it becomes a 0v4, and that's UJ's 5th round on the map. Every time I see Whopper's crosshair, it bothers me, because like, why? It's not really like the 4 lines crosshair, and it's not really a dot. It's just some weird amalgamation of the two. I mean, whatever works. Like, it's fine. It's just so strange.
You are divided.
Astro Wall coming down. And that's a lot of avenues being shut off for Penn. Bike getting slammed down. OG is going to get out in time. Now UJ just has to play real passively. Oh, well. Well, can't really do that anymore because of Penn's Astro ult.
The hunt begins.
Cowboy ripping ult. Penn finding 3 though.
One enemy remaining.
And it looks like Sloth just too far back. Despite you just start 5v4 up with the ult usage, just not going to find the round.
That goes there.
Not exactly what UJ would have liked to have seen. But there were a lot of kills that came out really quick. And
This goes here.
Penn College's Astra ult definitely threw a wrench in their plans. So solid usage there. Good presence of mind from OMX. Double and triple checking the cam.
Here.
Ooh, if only he could see what we can. Gonna back up, give space. Sees one. I don't think he sees the second. Gonna get tagged up. Tripwire is gonna get destroyed as well. Just a real awkward spot for UJ right now. Not really able to commit to anything. OG is going to find one onto OMX, though. Hopefully open up a bit of a gap. Cowboy's going to find one of his own. Taking gunfights, finding one, gets swung after tagging up the second. 30 seconds left on the clock. UJ still doesn't have spike down. UJ making a lot of noise, looking the wrong way.
Satchel out.
Is going to get taken out by his counterpart. Sofa's going to find a second.
10 seconds left.
I don't think UJ's going to make it to the other site. I said it earlier, too. UJ's just playing too slow right now. I don't know. I don't really know what the deal is, to be honest, because normally they're a real quick, explosive team. So it's strange to see that, well, they're not right now. And if it were working out in their favor most of the time, I would understand it. But it seems like it's kind of just causing problems. So whatever the issue may be, I hope that our boys in orange can kind of regroup and recognize that. Start playing a little bit more explosively like we normally see them doing.
Go get 'em.
Boombot's coming out. Isn't going to spot anything. Ooh, Cowboy. Not quite going on the flank yet. Whopper, Whopper. Like the little machete sword thing. Pretty cool. UJ now committing over to B. Is going to find Tyrant, and that's a big deal.
Face your fear.
Cage trick.
Sloth is going to fall to OMX.
Cutting their vision.
Just throwing the eye up, saying, hey, if anyone looks my way, you're not seeing anything. Sloth, or Sofa, excuse me. Getting domed. Toji taking one himself. Joe finding one before getting gunned down. Whopper, Whopper finding one and falling.
Area's clear.
Just like that, Penn is going to even out the score. So since we haven't seen this map yet, at least for UJ this season, I guess there's the possibility that they haven't really been running Pearl much. Which I mean is obviously going to lead to a bit of a lack of confidence on the map. And I'm not saying that's what is happening, but it's possible, you know. It's definitely got potential for it to largely just be like a knowledge and confidence issue, really, for UJ. Sorry. Sofa finding one before he goes down. UJ up a man. Up 2 men. Tyrant rotating. Not going to get caught out. Going to find Cowboy. Toji's going to fall too.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Where is everyone hiding?
Slaw saying, all right, I know where you are. He's going to get swung, but just a little late. Finds the shots onto Tyrant. Whew. Stressful 1v1, but we win those.
Last round before the switch.
Now UJ just looking to put a little bit more space in between their round count and hens before the side swap, whatever you want to call it.
We will reveal their secrets.
I do love this camera. It's so nice. I like playing Cypher myself, so it's always fun to see really nifty camera spots. It's tagged up. Tyrant's there. That's a real awkward shorty shot to the mouth. EJ is still going to be up by 1, but I don't know that that's the way that Toji wanted to fall this round. Man, that was aggressive positioning to the fullest. I love unorthodox stuff, you know? Pretty cool.
You want to fight it?
Sofa is going to find Cowboy. Oh, he doesn't know that she's there. Looks away. Is still going to find one. I don't know if Joe saw him.
Without blasting them.
Ah, he finds him eventually. And UJ's going to put just a little bit more cushion between their score and Penn College's. So 7 rounds on the half, not too shabby. Still a relatively even map, all things considered. I guess I don't think I've checked the scoreboard too much. Sofa still quite up in terms of KD, but not like the real flashy performance like we saw last map. Meanwhile, Cowboy bragging out of his mind like always, and Sloth actually putting up a really respectable performance. UJ's blue now. I'm happy. There. Should I be watching this one? Kind of. Yep, that star is going to be indicating a rotate. Sloth just doing his best to spray through the smoke, not finding anything. Finds the head of Jones.
Planted.
Spike is going to come down, though. Ooh. Finds the second on the round, and Sloth just keeps putting numbers up on the board.
Cage triggered.
One enemy remaining.
Cowboy finds one, not before OMX finds two. Sloth is going to put his third on the round, though. Whopper is going to hit the second half of the defuse. No, yeah, UJ lost the first pistol round. I was going to ask if UJ had lost a pistol round yet, but they definitely lost the first one on this map. UJ still 3 out of 4 on the day for pistol rounds. Pretty good. Pretty good. No, why? Why does Joe have an Ares?
That'll work.
Like a bulldog, specters, I understand. Why does Joe have an Ares? Is it just like budget Odin plays where he's spraying through that half wall maybe?
There.
Cowboy is going to fall to sofa. Solid share of shots to the dome.
Obscuring vision.
45 seconds left on the clock. And still hasn't really committed to either side. That being said, they do have mid control. Toji also has an Ares. Maybe it's just like Ares meta on this map and I didn't know about it.
30 seconds left.
It looks like Penn is going to decide to commit over to A. Joe hearing a lot of footsteps. Catching a lot of bullets. UJ down a man.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
Spike is going to get slammed down.
One down.
Toji's going to find one. The area's just like better than I thought.
Chill out.
Last player standing.
Ooh,
Thrifty.
maybe not. But Penn coming out with 3 members left. UJ's buy up. Not exactly the way UJ would have liked for that to have gone. UJ's still with a 2-round lead, but well, the econ isn't exactly there. Meanwhile, Penn has, I don't know, halfy, full-ish buy. Like, Vandal, Bulldog, another Vandal, 2 Spectres. Like a pretty full buy. UJ really aggressively taking space. Cowboy's gonna get his head taken off. Did I read that situation wrong? Oh. What? OMX? Yeah, it was looking the other way. Wow. That's awkward. Oh, I love the skin though. I think it's a classic. Not able to find the shots. Be a 7th on the board for Penn. UJ is back to a full buy, but not comfortably. All 5 members of Penn are real aggressively on B. Sofa's going to take the head off of Sloth. OMX is going to slam the spike down.
Spike planted.
And see, this explosiveness that we're seeing from Penn right now is honestly what we typically see out of UJ. I'd like to see UJ start doing that stuff a little bit more.
My ult ready. Satchel out.
Cowboy finding one, almost getting caught out. Finds the shots onto Jones, his 3rd on the round.
Last player
Can't
standing.
find the shots, though, and Penn is going to even out the score. 8 apiece. Ooh, Cowboy's going to find one, though. Sheesh. And he gets the Vandal in the meantime. OG Chill is going to find Whopper. And the man count is even. Cowboy proves me wrong. See if he can find another. Flash coming through is going to force him back. OMX taking space. Cowboy's ready for it, though, and that's spike down. Toji getting real aggressive with only a classic. Hits the dink, but one dink isn't enough for full armor. Actually, that did, like, very little.
30
Ooh,
seconds
might have
left.
gotten spotted out. Might have seen his gun. He didn't. But it looks like it doesn't matter. Still a 2v2.
Covering it.
10 seconds
10
left on the
seconds
clock.
left.
The
One
shots from
enemy remaining.
Sloth.
Spike down A.
No time left on the round for the plant. Tyrant's going to fall. It's going to be 2 more guns for UJ. Ooh. Sloth with the toss to Joe. Honestly, that was pretty big brain. Not going to lie. Good presence of mind realizing that Joe might not get there, and he's tossing him the gun. Like, it's the little things, you know? The things you don't normally think about that can separate a good player from a great player. And that was, even though it wasn't flashy, there were no kills or anything. Like, that was a pretty great play. Cowboy finding his first. I should be paying attention to the mini-map more. Who will win the eternal Toji v Sofa battle? Sofa in a real unorthodox position. He's going to find the kill. Not even super tagged up in the process. Still a 4v4. Joe hearing the Astra Star come down. A concuss gets ripped.
30 seconds left.
Fire in the hole.
Spike Spike planted.
Sofa's gonna find Cowboy with the ult. Ooh, bullets whizzing right by Sofa. Just Joe left. 4 members of Penn are gonna be living through that one. I feel like Penn's collapses, like their takes for sites are just really clean. They're really decisive. And not to throw any shade, but it feels like UJS has been a little bit sloppier tonight. But I mean, obviously they're putting rounds on the board. It doesn't really matter all that much, and it hasn't been bad by any stretch of the imagination. Penn's is just really solid, it seems. Ooh, walks into the concuss, isn't spotted out. Doesn't find the head of Tyrant, finds a few body shots. Gets the trade, though. And with a Sheriff, honestly, that's good enough. And now rotating over to B. Sloth with the Guardian. I don't think he saw him there.
I found my wire.
And KJ ult getting ripped, but absolutely no one from UJ is going to be there for it to hit.
Spike planted.
Ooh, the spray just a fraction of a second too slow. Sofa finding the head of Toji. Sofa finding another onto Whopper. Sloth and Joe got a lot of work cut out for him. Ooh, good shot from Sloth. I don't know that he knows that Sofa's up there, though. I don't think he does. But it looks like it's not going to matter as OG Chill finds their third on the round.
This goes here. Oh, this is a nice spot.
I love tripwires. They're so simple. They're so, like, varied. You can do so much with them. They're just cool. Tyrant's ult gonna rip through, not find anything. Toji gonna find Tyrant. Is gonna get sprayed down eventually. Spray coming through. Sofa almost dead, but
Spike planted.
not dead yet. 1 health is more than 0. OG Chill's gonna find Joe.
Cage trigger.
Should have heard
Cage
him
trigger.
walk through the smoke. Sees the fade trail. Finds the shots.
Last player standing. 1 enemy remaining.
Cowboy finds the shots. It's just the Astra left. Finds the right click. And he's got to get the defuse soon.
Don't rush me.
But he should have enough time. He's just going to even out the score 10 apiece. I love that classic. It's so cool. Like it's so just unusual looking.
Might as well give them to me. Embarrass them.
So it seems like neither team is able to really keep a whole lot of momentum this map, which is kind of interesting. But it makes for a more interesting map overall. It looks like it's only going to be Sloth that's going to be finding a whole lot. Oop. Oop. Maybe Toji will catch Tyrant out. Will find the shots.
Okay.
But the commit is still coming down
Enemy down.
onto B, excuse me.
Spike planted.
Sloth finds one, but one isn't enough.
One enemy remaining.
Almex is going to fall. Sofa's going to find his second on the round. UJ in a 2v1.
Pulling them in.
Cowboy finds the shots onto Sofa. A pretty simple 11th round for UJ. Not quite sure what the delay was for, but okay.
Team Ace.
Ooh, a few little team ace. Love to see it. Love the teamwork. For those of you that don't know, team ace is when everyone on a team gets 1 kill. So like a regular ace is 1 person getting 5 kills. Team ace is 5 people getting 1 kill.
Stars in this reality. That should work.
Ooh, Joe hitting the swing onto Sloth. Sheesh. Whopper still with that Spectre.
Bring them down.
Not gonna find anything with the Prowler. Doesn't know that Sofa's right there.
Bring them down.
Is gonna connect. Gonna hit the blast pack.
There.
Did force Sofa back. Doesn't look like that eye connected. Joe is gonna find Tyrant, however. Toji's gonna find Sofa finally there in mid. 2 members of Penn remaining. Whopper finally with the upgrade. Over there. There we go.
One enemy remaining.
Toji finds the shots onto Jones. Whopper finds the shots onto OG Chill. That's a flawless for UJ.
Match.
And that's map point and series point for UJ as well. The Penn in a real awkward spot. This Tyrant can't really full buy. No one can really buy him and buy their own. Jones already has the Bulldog. So it's either going to be a lack of util or a lack of firepower. And it looks like they're going to say, yeah, we're just going to have a little bit less util and hope to find the shots. The quick execute coming out for Penn. See if UJ can shut it down. Blast packs through. Toji hears him. Finds the shots onto OG Chill. Can't find any more, though. Tyrant takes him out. Penn rotating over to B. Yep. Sloth hears a lot of footsteps. Joe might be there to find the shots.
You are divided.
The Astro Wall coming down. Oh, you can't even hear Plant getting ripped. Oh, I didn't know that that was a thing. Still in a 4v4. Fire in the hole for Sofa. Sofa's going to find Cowboy. Sofa's going to find Sloth with the nade as well.
Last player standing.
Whopper's going to fall, and it's all on Joe. Joe can't find the 1v4 clutch. And Penn is going to threaten to take it to overtime. I don't know if we've seen a single op this series.
Astro to play some
I don't think we've seen any ops from either team. That was strange. Maybe there was a secret op nerf that I didn't know about. No. I remember Toji hitting a leg shot. There was at least one op, I think. Cowboy's real aggressive. Gonna get tagged up. Isn't totally gonna get caught out, though.
You should run. Cutting their vision.
Ends KJ ult is gonna get ripped. And it looks like UJ can stand way back here, and it's fine. But only way back here is safe. Sees Jones. Empress is gonna get ripped by Cowboy. And the plant is gonna be coming down
Spike planted.
for Pen over there on B. Smoke's getting popped. That's going to be stalling a lot of time for Pen.
I'll find you.
Still in a 5v5.
Bring them down.
Toji finds one. UJ finding the kills they need.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, I'm still on it.
And UJ claiming the series in 2.
Hey, yeah, it's good.
Whew.
Defenders win.
While it was a 2-0, man, was that a close series? Also, just says defeat because like it's the initial defenders favored, if that makes sense. Look at that scoreboard. Whoa. Wow. That is the most evenly dispersed scoreboard I've ever seen. Holy. Wow. Okay. Sorry. I was a little stunned by the pretty colors for a sec. But yeah, that stressful last round, stressful little bit at the end there for UJ, but they found the dub regardless. Whew. I had stress just talking about it. But nice little 2-0. Love to see it. Finally not going to a third map and dragging it out to like a 4-hour series. Thank you to our guys on the Valorant team for that. Because casting a 4-hour series gets a little tiresome after a point. But I think that's gonna be it for us tonight. So here, I'll pull this up. Don't forget to follow us right here on Twitch as well as on Twitter and Instagram to keep up with all of that UJ Esports action. You can subscribe if you so wish. Costs $5 a month, and it auto re-ups. You can cancel at any time. Help support the team. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Twitch accounts and get one free sub each month to any channel of your choosing. We hope you choose us. You have to re-up that manually each month. It doesn't re-up automatically like the paid one. You can donate to us. It helps support the team a little bit more. Because all the money goes to us instead of splitting 50-50 with Twitch like a subscription does, but you don't get a little badge next to your name. You can donate to Extra Life right next to the donation button for our team. It's fun for sick kids, obviously a very worthy cause there. Yeah, I think I hit that one pretty good. So we still have a lot of action coming at you guys this week yet. Tomorrow we have... just so I don't get it wrong, we have Smash at 4 against LSU, Smash at 6 against USF, and Overwatch at 6 against Penn College, which is the team that we just played in Valorant. So odds are it's going to be streaming Smash at 4, streaming Overwatch at 6, and then uploading Smash a little bit later. So we've got a lot for you tomorrow, and then Friday and Saturday is our online tournament. So Friday, Overwatch starts at 3, Rocket League starts at 6. So a little bit of space between those two, give you some breathing room. And on Saturday, we've got League at noon, Smash at noon, and Valorant at 4. So a whole lot more esports coming your guys' way this week. So thanks for stopping in, guys. We appreciate all the support. We hope you guys can keep stopping in this week because we love to see your smiling faces, even though we kind of have to imagine your smiling faces. Um, and yeah, so thanks for the support, guys. Have a good night.